On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Diameter.
The length of a straight line passing through the center of a circle and connecting 2 points on the circumference.
Examples:
Diameter of an oval. A particle diameter. Draw a circle 5 centimeters in diameter.
Pipeline.
A very long, large tube that is usually underground and is used for carrying liquid or gas for long distances.
Examples:
A data pipeline. Pipeline facilities. Rebels sabotaged the main pipeline supplying oil.
Monumental.
Great in importance or influence, size, extent, or solidity, massive.
Examples:
Monumental task. Monumental sculpture. Everyone, even non-scholars, knows Einstein's monumental contributions to physics.
Ambition.
A strong wish to do or achieve something.
Examples:
An ambition for political power. Boundless ambition. Greed and ambition composed his personality.
Vaccine.
A substance that is put into the body and protects them from disease by causing them to produce antibodies, equals proteins that attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
Development of vaccines. An oral vaccine. The mRNA vaccine was approved in less than a year because it did not contain the fragments of the target virus.
Grand.
Important and large in size, scope, or extent.
Examples:
A grand meal. This year.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Strain.
A force or pressure that stretches or pulls something, sometimes causing damage. Biology, a group of organisms within a species that differ in trivial ways from similar groups.
Examples:
Strain our eyes. A strain of bacillus. Dictators of the past often had the erroneous idea of a pure racial strain.
Influenza.
Formal for flu, a highly contagious viral disease that causes fever, severe aching, and catarrh and often occurs in epidemics.
Examples:
An epidemic outbreak of influenza. Influenza B strain. The research institute allocated a lot of money to study the cause and prevention of influenza.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Particle.
A small piece of something, a word or piece of a term with grammatical function, but little or no significance.
Examples:
Charged particle. Particle energy. We can calculate the position of the particles statistically.
Hemagglutinin.
A substance, such as a viral protein, which causes agglutination, equals the coalescing of small particles of red blood cells.
Examples:
Hemagglutinin gene. Cold hemagglutinin disease. The virus produces proteins, including hemagglutinin protein.
Attach.
A person who works at an embassy, usually having a specialized area of responsibility, a shallow and rectangular briefcase.
Examples:
A commercial attaché. Black attaché case. A prime minister talked with a military attaché of the country's embassy.
Receptor.
An organ having nerve endings that respond to stimulation such as heat or cold and makes the body react in a particular way.
Examples:
Cellular receptor. Receptor for HIV in humans. Hay fever occurs when a substance called histamine binds to receptors in the nose and eyes.
Fuse.
A small part in an electrical device or machinery that can interrupt the flow of electrical current when it is overloaded. Verb, to become plastic or fluid or liquefied from heat.
Examples:
Fuse blows. Fuse with one another. He has a short fuse.
Viral.
Relating to or caused by a virus.
Examples:
Fight viral infections. Detect a viral code. This device can more accurately detect viral pathogens.
Membrane.
A soft, thin layer that forms animal or vegetable tissue.
Examples:
Cell membranes. Nuclear membrane. Loud noises might harm the fragile ear membrane.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples:
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Immune.
Protected against a particular disease or toxin due to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells.
Examples:
Immune from criminal prosecution. The cell of the immune system. The vaccination does not necessarily make you completely immune.
React.
To take action in response to something.
Examples:
React at a high temperature. React against his way of thinking. How did he react to your idea?
Bust.
To break something, noun, a woman's chest, or the measurement around a woman's chest. Noun, an occasion for something excessive, such as work, eating, drinking, etc.
Examples:
Bust my leg. The bust of the statue. I'm bust with preparation for tomorrow's meeting.
Emperor.
The male ruler of an empire.
Examples:
Emperor of Rome. Former emperor. The emperor once lived in the vast palace.
Physically.
In a way related to a person's body or appearance rather than their mind.
Examples:
Physically and mentally. Stay physically fit. Having a physically healthy physique is essential for a great life.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Plaster.
A substance made of lime that becomes hard as it dries and is used for the protective or decorative coating of walls and ceilings, and for molding and casting decorative elements.
Examples:
Daub the ceiling with plaster. Cracks in the plaster. Patience is the plaster of all sores.
Mold.
A hollow container used to give shape to liquid or soft substance, which then becomes solid in the same shape as the container, a soft, green, or gray growth that forms on stale food or objects exposed to warm, moist air for too long.
Examples:
A casting mold. Mold allergy. Mushrooms and mold are fungi.
Antibody.
A substance produced in the blood that attacks and kills harmful bacteria, viruses, etc., to fight disease.
Examples:
Produce antibody. Antibody against bacteria. This pharmaceutical company is developing antibody drugs with fewer side effects.
Bloodstream.
The blood flowing through the body.
Examples:
Bloodstream in an artery. Bloodstream to the brain. Cancer cells are often carried throughout the body by the bloodstream.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance, to make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
diminish a reputation, diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Blueprint.
A photographic print of an early plan for a building or machine.
Examples:
blueprint for economic reform, architect's blueprint. A business plan is a blueprint for your success.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
invade other tissues, invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
a constantly innovative enterprise, a constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Mutation.
The way in which genes of a person, plant, animal, or other organism change and produce permanent differences.
Examples:
mutation of DNA, hereditary mutation. Radiation often promotes genetic mutations in plants and animals.
Subtle.
Not readily apparent or visible.
Examples:
subtle changes, a subtle poison. The room was painted in a subtle pink hue.
Antigen.
A substance that triggers the body's immune response, equals the reaction for fighting infections, for defending the body, especially by producing antibodies, equals proteins that identify and attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
detect antigen, viral antigen. Antigen testing is less accurate than PCR testing, but easier to perform.
Drift.
To move smoothly and slowly in water or air, especially as a result of outside forces, with no control over the direction.
Examples:
drift down the stream, drift away on a raft. I drifted around for years in Europe before going to university.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Genome.
The complete set or sequence of genes of a human, animal, plant, or other living things.
Examples:
sequencing of the human genome, genome analyses. The human genome contains approximately 3 billion chemical base pairs.
Recombine.
To combine or put together again or differently, to cause genetic recombination, equals the process by which genetic material is broken and joined to other genetic material.
Examples:
Recombine at the surface. Ability to recombine. Some scientists argue that the genes in food should not be artificially recombined.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Epidemic.
The widespread outbreak of a particular disease in a large number of people at the same time.
Examples:
A worldwide epidemic. Health epidemic. The disease is now reaching epidemic proportions in our country.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Universal.
Existing or affecting everywhere or everyone.
Examples:
Universal life. Principles of universal design. The picture earned near universal acclaim from critics.
Conserve.
To protect something, especially the natural environment or culture, from change, damage, or destruction.
Examples:
Means to conserve energy. Conserve coal resources. Children must be taught to conserve our natural environment.
Hinder.
To make it difficult for someone to do something, to limit the development of something.
Examples:
Hinder athletic performance. Hinder international exchanges. The pandemic hindered the growth of the airline industry.
Subtype.
A type that is a subdivision of a more general type, a subdivision of a type of microorganism.
Examples:
Tumor subtype. Avian influenza subtype. Scientists have classified the currently prevalent viruses into subtypes to develop a highly effective vaccine.
Ferritin.
A protein produced in mammalian metabolism that stores iron and releases it in a controlled fashion.
Examples:
Ferritin antibody. Serum ferritin. The higher the ferritin level, the greater the potential for severe organ damage.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Rough.
Not quite exact or correct, having or caused by an irregular surface.
Examples:
Rough and tough. Rough estimation. The vehicle bounced along the rough mountain road.
Attach.
To fasten, join, or connect one thing to another.
Examples:
Attach firmly. Attach a file to an email. He does not attach importance to these rumors.
Harmless.
Not able or not likely to cause damage or harm.
Examples:
Harmless in most people. Harmless substances. Most people thought of him as a harmless eccentric.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Nanoparticle.
A particle of matter that is between 1 and 100 nanometers (nm) in diameter.
Examples:
Aluminum nanoparticle. Atmospheric nanoparticle. For some creatures, carbon nanoparticles are deadly.
Identical.
Being the exact same one.
Examples:
Pair of identical twins. An identical equation. Infant formulas are nutritionally almost identical to a mother's breast milk.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Lethal.
Causing or capable of causing death, extremely dangerous.
Examples:
Lethal injection. Lethal weapon. Malignant hypertension is the most lethal form of hypertension.
Coronavirus.
A group of viruses that cause respiratory, gastrointestinal, and neurological diseases in humans and other animals.
Examples:
Coronavirus antibody test kit. Coronavirus bankruptcy. Considering the situation of coronavirus, organized stopped this year's beer festival.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Array.
A large group or collection of things or people, especially one that is impressive or attractive.
Examples:
A two-dimensional array. An array of troops. The customer on the internet has to choose one from a formidable array of products.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Achievement.
A thing that someone has accomplished, primarily through their effort and ability.
Examples:
Student achievement. A remarkable achievement. This achievement has never been formally accepted.
Infectious.
Able to be passed quickly from one person, animal, or plant to another, especially through air or water.
Examples:
An infectious fever. Person's smile is infectious. Leprosy is an indolent infectious disease.
Squarely.
Directly and firmly, in a square shape.
Examples:
Look squarely at reality. A squarely cut piece of paper. We must squarely address the problem.
Realm.
A domain of activity, interest, or knowledge.
Examples:
Public realm. Beyond the realm of possibility. Her passions are in the realm of real-world political affairs.
Fiction.
The type of book or story, especially novels, that describes imaginary events and people, anything made up or imagined that is not true.
Examples:
Stuff of science fiction. Non-fiction bestseller. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Groundbreaking.
Producing fresh findings, using novel techniques.
Examples:
Groundbreaking concept. Groundbreaking settlement. He has produced a groundbreaking research in the subject.
Grasp.
To take hold of something or someone quickly and firmly.
Examples:
Grasp his hand. Grasp a chance. They spent a lot of time trying to grasp the current situation.